Parting ways with an unsympathetic crow and gazing at the setting sun, I briskly walked over to the monorail station. I didn't remember doing anything to anger Makoto, but assuming she was mad, the thought of keeping her waiting was terrifying. Arriving at the station, I started to keep my eye out for Makoto. Oh, DD? What brings you out here? Did you need to make a quick run out to get ingredients for dinner tonight? Maybe if you told me earlier, I could have stopped and got them myself. Though, come to think of it, I don't even usually help out with the dinner, so I guess you wouldn't have thought of that. If Makoto hadn't called me out here, I would have wasted time in my room until dinner was done. Speaking of which, Makoto wasn't there. I was a little relieved. I guess I got here before her. Yeah, Makoto called me out here. Huh? Something wasn't right. Even if this was just an ordinary conversation, why was DD all the way out here anyway? DD, weren't you just at the house? Huh? I left for the station the instant I got Makoto's text, so how on earth did she get here before I did? Did you run all the way here? Did you take a shortcut I don't know about or something? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm definitely interested in her. Why was she that surprised about it? I told you about that at school earlier, didn't I? Did you not understand what I was getting at after all? DD quickly glanced around, wearing a sly grin. And then... Yay! What the fuck? Was that some kind of ninja technique? What? Huh? Makoto appeared before my eyes without any warning. No, wait a minute. Did DD just turn into Makoto? Makoto tilted her head to the side and giggled at me. So cute. Definitely cute, but... What's going on? Huh. Interesting. A what? Before I could fully comprehend what was going on, Makoto pulled out the pocket watch in question. It looked exactly like the one I had, Chronos' clock. I reflexively felt at the pocket of my pants, but Crow's pocket watch was still there. Which meant Makoto had a second one. Crow? Oh, nothing. I mumbled her name without thinking, but I received no response. For a start, if Makoto's own watch had the power of transformation, Crow wouldn't be the guardian of it, so it must have had a different sort of god inhabiting it. Yeah. I was a bit surprised at first, but I quickly regained my senses. I guess it wouldn't be all that weird if there were two watches like this. It was magic, heh, after all. I'd been silent for a moment while wondering about her own watch, but I should have known that would make her a little worried. No, I believe you. You used magic to transform back there. I just didn't fully understand what I saw for a moment, so that's why I went quiet. I didn't want her to know about my ability to turn back time, so I figured it was best not to bring up my own watch again. Well, I'm a pretty easygoing guy. Well, I may be with you, but it's not like I can be tolerant of everyone's idiosyncrasies. Putting that aside, transformation, huh? I half-heartedly brought up that subject again. But Makoto's eyes were sparkling with excitement.
自分でもリアルに魔法なんて使えちゃってびっくりだから、レイ君にいろいろと相談しようと思ったんだよ。
I don't mind if you want to trick me every once in a while either. You won't hurt my feelings.
それもある。
But no one besides me, okay, Makoto?
一回はやってみたいじゃん。
Be a good girl. Besides, it's not really all that useful a power for day-to-day life.
そうだね。
Even while Makoto had been so excited she couldn't keep still, she calmed down and conceded my point pretty quickly.
でも魔法で炎とか出せても、それはそれで困るでしょ。
If you could shoot black flames, I bet you'd win the hearts of Chunibyo the world over.
かっこいいとは思う。
No, wait. Could I become a woman with that transformation power?
すごい真顔でつぶやいてるところ悪いんだけど、何度か試してみたけど異性にはなれないみたい。
What a worthless piece of crap!
あと人間以外にはなれないし、服を全然違うデザインには変えられないんだよね。
Aren't you ignoring the most important question?
女装でもしたら。
Makoto said with exasperation. Knock it off, you're gonna make me actually want to try that.
冗談だったけど、レイ君は結構似合うかもしれないね。
Why does everyone keep telling me that? Never mind that. Incidentally, am I right in thinking that you have to break the watch to transform?
え？壊しちゃダメでしょ。
Oh, I guess not. So it must have a different way of triggering its power from Crow's watch.
今は周りに誰もいないからいいかな。このつまみの部分をひねるとね、こんな感じで自由自在。レイ君の知り合いで制服でいける子だとこんなメンバーが分かりやすいかな。
Wow, you can even turn into Michiru? Come on, don't scare me like that. By the way, can you still see when you turn into Michiru?
大体のスペックは私のままっぽい。
So that thing really is a one-trick pony. If she could use another person's physical or mental capabilities, then that would have been quite a useful power to have.
レイ君ならなんか面白い使い道を思いついてくれるかなって思ったんだけどな。
Makoto turned back into her normal form, then gazed at me with such worry that it almost felt like a joke. I was thinking about it while we were talking, but aside from pranks, that watch wouldn't be particularly useful for anyone other than a criminal or detective who'd want to conceal their identity, would it?
なるほど、犯罪者。
Huh? You really want to rob someone?
レイ君は私をどんなキャラだと思ってるのかな。
A girly girl, strong enough to whoop anyone's ass, though I was too scared to say that aloud. Well, it's just that you reacted to the word criminal.
そうじゃないよ。むしろ逆のことを思いついたの。これがあれば私だってことを隠したまま流れのヒーローになれるかも。
Huh? A superhero?
ほら、時代劇とか薬剤映画とかで騒ぎが起こってる場所にふらりとやってきて事件を解決していく凄腕の人とかいるでしょ。小林明さんとか宍戸城さんが出演してる渡り鳥シリーズとか超名作じゃん。
Who are those guys?
レイ君、どこの国の人なの？
Last time I checked, the same one as you.
じゃあいつの時代を生きてるの？
Last time I checked, probably not the Showa era. Besides, if you're talking about someone who conceals their identity to solve crimes, isn't that more like Mitokomon?
ああ、それがあったか。
Good. Glad to know there's at least one creative work we both know about. Well, I understood the basic idea of what she was trying to tell me, though I didn't understand anything outside of that.
日常生活での使い道がないなら逆に使い道のある日常生活から離れたところに行けばいいってことさ。
It sounds to me like you want to intentionally put yourself in danger.
虎穴にいらずんば孤児を得ず。
I feel more like you're trying to say you can clear a minefield if you don't step on a few mines, though. Owing to her family's circumstances, I suppose Makoto probably experiences things that aren't typical of most people's normal lives.
まあまあレイ君に相談して正解だったね。
By the way, does that transformation magic have any side effects?
副作用
Makoto's eyes popped open. Having gotten so excited over suddenly having a strange new power fall into her hands, I guess she'd never considered any possible drawbacks. Well, you look fine to me, but aren't the potential side effects or the price you'd have to pay for those kinds of powers something to be concerned about?
そっか全然考えてなかった。
Makoto anxiously fidgeted with the watch. I guess I could ask Crow about that later. Then, suddenly, Makoto disappeared. Huh? What the hell was that? I glanced around hastily, but Makoto really wasn't anywhere nearby. She hadn't transformed into someone else. Perhaps she turned invisible or something, but while I was thinking that, I noticed all her clothes were lying on the ground in a heap. Did she evaporate or something? While I was standing around panicking, unable to do anything else, my phone started ringing. I immediately answered it on instinct.
レイ君瞬間移動もできた。
Makoto?
ああこれ家の電話ね。
Never mind that. Did you say teleportation?
そうそうなんか副作用とかあったら怖いな家に帰りたいなって考えながら時計をいじってたら瞬間移動したんだよ。
So her clock has actually two powers. So that one watch has two different powers within it?
ちなみに裸だったけどね。
Tell me more.
正直でよろしい。今は全裸にシーツだけかぶって電話中だよ。
Makoto getting this excited in these types of situations is definitely one of her charms. So cute! Then I looked at the uniform she was just wearing. She really was just wearing that. Putting aside the jokes, is there anything wrong with your body? Are you okay?
多分大丈夫だと思うよ。胸も大きくなったり小さくなったりしてないし。
So every centimeter of you made it home safely then?
今の発言に対して思うところはあるけど、とりあえず私の制服とかお財布を回収しておいてくれないかな。
Sure. Right, I guess I would have to take care of this stuff for her.
あともう夕飯の時間になっちゃうから悪いんだけど制服は明日の学園まで持ってきてもらっていい？
You can come get it yourself?
うち食事の時間とか門限に厳しくて。
Then maybe I could bring it to you later.
うちに夜に私の制服を持って。
Oh right, on second thought, that is a pretty bad idea. More accurately, it'd be suicide. Then why don't you come to my house tomorrow morning and change before we go to school?
みちるちゃんや DD さんと会った時なんて説明するつもり？
Well, I think it'd be pretty funny if we told them you slept in my room last night.
魅力的な提案だね。
Makoto was always ready to go along with my ridiculous plans.
冗談ばっかり言ってても仕方ないか。明日の朝ホームルームの前に学園の屋上で待ち合わせってことで一つ。
Sure thing! By the way, if you're worried about a boy like me hanging onto your clothes, then I could give them to DD.
レイ君以外に魔法のこと知られたくないし、まだちょっとやめておこうかな。
Roger that.
ああ、早くご飯に行かないと。今日はありがとう。また明日ね。
I know it's still early, but have a good night. Before the call ended, I thought of one more piece of advice. Alright, we still don't understand everything about that watch yet, so be a good girl and don't try to use it again tonight.
心配されちゃった。
She hung up the phone. That last little comment was so cute, a grin crept onto my face. Now then, instead of sitting here grinning, I need to go home before I get caught in the evening rush. I picked up the heap of clothes lying on the ground. They're still warm. I could still feel Makoto's body heat on the clothes she was wearing until a moment ago. They smelled nice too. My heart was pounding, but since my emotions were comprised of 30% fear of looking suspicious and 70% embarrassment about doing something like this, it wasn't the good kind of pounding. I should have brought a bag. In this kind of situation, it would be nice if I had the power to teleport myself. I stole back home, ate dinner, and then enjoyed a peaceful night. Thank God I didn't run into any cops or friends of mine on the way home. I muttered earnestly to myself as I stared at the closet where I'd hung Makoto's uniform. I'm not doing anything wrong, but just having something like that in my room makes it hard to calm down. I sighed again, but I didn't want to make a habit of that. If I kept sighing, I'd just get gloomy. Maybe I could calm down if I did something else. I wanted to talk to Crow about Makoto's pocket watch, but unfortunately, the Need goddess hadn't returned home yet. It'd be nice if that Need actually acted like a need and slacked off at home all day long. I grumbled and looked at the closet once again. It was a standard girls' school uniform, just like the one Michiru had, though I imagine if Michiru was in this situation, she would have gladly given me her panties along with the uniform. Wait, I really shouldn't overthink this. It's just a girl's uniform and underwear, for Christ's sakes. I chastised myself. Besides, it's not the underwear itself I'd be after. It'd be what's inside of them. Still, your uniform's right there, Ray. Are you gonna let this chance slip through your fingers, considering you probably won't have a second one? Nah, I can't. I couldn't help thinking about it. These thoughts were perfectly healthy for a growing young man like me. I could sniff it, but even if there was no one around to see me, that'd be too perverted. Maybe I should take a picture. No. I should stuff all this in a paper bag or something. Don't want the floodwater to burst the dam and make me do something I'll regret. Finding a bag and some packing tape, I opened the closet. This situation almost felt like I was tying up someone I'd kidnapped. Before I put it away, should I fold it up so it doesn't get wrinkled? I hope she doesn't expect a boy to know the best way to handle a girl's uniform. After deciding to at least make an attempt at folding it, I took hold of the uniform, which I'd previously just haphazardly balled up. And at that moment, I made an unbelievable discovery. When Makoto teleported, she became naked. While I'd just been lugging her clothes around in a heap up until now, there inside the uniform's blouse and skirt, hey presto, was her underwear. We've got a burst dam here!
Nii-sama?
Yuck! At that voice from the hallway, I let out a shriek of absolute terror. I shoved the door to the closet shut as fast as I could, and then, trying to step away from there, I crashed into something, causing a terrific racket.
What?
In the midst of my panicking, I heard DD's voice from the hall as well.
兄様、無礼を承知ですが、開けます。
The door slid open and the two of them entered the room.
DD さん、ひどい音がしていましたけど、兄様はご無事ですか？ご無事というか、フェイスが真っ赤になってます。
DD glanced at me awkwardly, describing my contenance for the benefit of Michiru and her blindness. I wasn't just blushing, all the blood had rushed to my head, my hairs were standing on end, and I was covered in sweat. Ah, ha, ha.
大丈夫ですか？兄様。
I think I just had like 7 goddamn heart attacks. I held my chest as I wheezed in pain. Fuck me, it hurt.
ご主人様はいくつハートがありますか？
3 of them.
マイナスでございますね。兄様。
Michiru held her hand out in the direction of my voice, and I managed to take hold of it. I tried to play things down and give the impression that all was well, but she furrowed her eyebrows once she felt my hand.
震えていますね。何があったのですか？
No, sorry. I was completely lost in my own thoughts, and hearing someone's voice out of the blue gave me quite a scare, that's all. I did mention that I had been focused on Makoto's panties. I would die.
そこまでディープに考え事してるなんて、ご主人様はすごいお方ですね。DD さんを基準にしてしまえば、大体の方は考えすぎに分類されるでしょうが。
These two still get along swimmingly, I see. Michiru didn't turn her face away from me. Instead, she firmly squeezed my own outstretched hand.
兄様、もしかしてご自身を慰めていらしたのですか？慰め？何か落ち込んでいましたか？
Michiru's little insinuation soared right over DD's head. Like I'd ever look someone directly in the eye and answer that question with a yes.
いえ、私が言いたかったことは、一人遊びなどという非生産的なことをするくらいなら、その慈悲を私に。
Do not finish that sentence. Even in the midst of my confusion and embarrassment, my quick wit with comebacks was sharp as ever. Ha! I was beginning to regain my senses. So, what brings you here, Michiru? I made sure not to take my eyes off Michiru as I asked her. Even if she's blind, if I carelessly glance at the closet, she'll probably take notice of that.
妙なことを聞きますが、城之内さんがこの部屋に来ませんでしたか？
Huh?
そんなことはないとお嬢様にお伝えしたんですけどね。
DD just shrugged. She had run into me right before dinner after all. What made you think that, Michiru?
考えたというか、匂いがするんです。夕食の時からずっと城之内さんの匂いが。兄様から。
Well, I was hanging out with her for a bit after school, so that must be it.
いえ、今もこの部屋でもしてるんです。
Yikes! My brain screamed out again. How can she even tell whose scent it is? What kind of goddamn drug-sniffing police dog is she?
兄様、何か思い当たることはありませんか？
Yes, I mean, no.
怪しいやるよ。怪しすぎてどう判断してよいのか困りますね。
Ugh, I guess I'd better will out my last resort here. Michiru, I have a favor to ask you.
兄様のお願いでしたらいつでもウェルカムです。
You're just imagining things, so don't worry about the scent.
承知しました。ちょろい。
When it comes to asking favors of my sister, her obedience is second to none. Come on, you two need to get in the bath. I'll get in last.
いつも言っておりますが、私はできれば兄様の後の残り湯の方が嬉しいのですが。
That is precisely why I'm getting in last. I sighed and waved my hand at DD. DD, see to Michiru for me.
Yes, sir! 兄様、いっそどちらが後先などと言わず、昔のようにお風呂をご一緒に。
Just get the hell out!
いや。
I shoved Michiru on the back, forcing the two of them out of the room. For crying out loud.
相変わらずも、あそこまで徹すれば信念だな。
Oh, home at last, I see. I looked up to see Crow drifting down from the ceiling.
お主、以前はミチルと一緒に風呂に入っていたのか？
Yeah, until maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, I couldn't just leave her on her own after she'd gone blind, could I? I stopped bathing with Michiru once she got accustomed to doing so, or more accurately, once she started perceiving me in a weird manner. More importantly, Crow, I've been wanting to have a little conversation about gods with you.
ようやく我が輩の偉大さに気づいて信仰する気にでもなったか。
Like hell! I took out Crow's pocket watch. Makoto ended up finding another pocket watch at her house, just like this one. On top of that, it gave her powers of teleportation and transformation.
ほう。
Crow nodded, evidently interested in the topic.
昼間に我が輩の感じたおかしな気配は、それか。
Yeah, I guess that had to be what it was.
それで聞きたいこととは何だ？
Well, I was hoping you'd be able to explain what it is exactly.
だから我が輩の時計と同じようなものなのだろう。中に入っているのは別物なのだろうが。
Huh? Was that your entire explanation?
何を期待しておる？
Do you know anything about the thing inhabiting that watch? Is there any kind of special wisdom you can impart?
別に何も。
Even if I had a feeling this would happen, Christ! She really is useless. But seriously, shouldn't you have at least known that pocket watches aside from your own existed in the first place?
仕方ない。ご主人の独り言に付き合ってやるか。
Crow changed her posture in midair.
本来はこの世界に唯一という希少な品物が複数あるとき、その存在を人間ならどう考えるのだ？
Spares?
なるほど。ただまあ、我が輩の時計は知っての通り、壊れることはないから、予備ではなかろう。
I ended up having to think about it more closely myself, since I'd been expecting Crow to explain it to me. If she's the guardian of the watch and the goddess of time, that would most likely mean the watch I had in my possession was the original. So why would there be another one created? Oh, could it be...
何か思いついたのか？
Maybe it's a prototype. That was the most sensible idea to come to mind. If someone's creating an object of great importance, they'd create a test version of it first before they create the real article.
なるほど。それなら、変身や瞬間移動などというつまらん力も納得がいく。
More than transformation, I'm kinda jealous about the teleportation. That's quite a crazy power to have.
我が輩の力と違い、歩くことで代用できる程度であろうが。
Well, I guess you're right. Crow's watch was truly irreplaceable, which made it a genuine one-of-a-kind item. All the same, I wished I could teleport myself like that. Though I'd much prefer to have the power to fly through the skies myself. Well, now that we know its origins, the next question would be why Makoto would have a prototype of your watch lying around her house.
それは特別難しくはないだろう。
Yeah, I suppose ever since my grandfather started the Savatari company, he always had connections to Makoto's own folks. Perhaps he'd given it to her family, or perhaps it had been misplaced at some point. But since I had no way of proving that, I could only speculate. Maybe, aside from the one Makoto found at her house, there's a lot more watches like that out there.
あり得ることだ。
Like, maybe there's 7 of them in total, and someday everyone who has one will form a team, go out and fight crime with their superpowers or something.
ドアホ。
A man can dream, can't he? I guess I can always keep my hopes up. Well, whatever. Crow had cleared up a few things, but I still had one last question to ask. This question was one of utmost seriousness. If it really is a prototype, will it have any side effects on the person using it?
わからんよ。その時計に何が宿っているか次第であろう。
I guess so.
よほど誠の様子がおかしければ、また我が輩に相談するがよい。
That'd definitely help.
しかしご主人よ。我が輩以外の時計のことなどより、童貞を捨てるための告白をするのではなかったのか？
Well, I guess so, but even I found myself tilting my head at that. Why did things come to this anyway?
こういう妙なことが起きるときは、問題がこじれて、本題が先延ばしになることが多いな。
Oh, quit it. I felt a little gloomy at her rather pessimistic words. After I'd gotten so worked up about finding Makoto's underwear, it felt like everyone was raining on my parade now. Although, from a moral and ethical standpoint, perhaps that little interruption earlier actually saved my ass. Now then, I sealed away the uniform, putting an end to the events of that day. On that day, Crow and I still hadn't considered the possibility that the prototype could be called anything else. But it could be called something else. A lemon. What?